Sergey, welcome to the Leanpub launch video for architecture synthesis, the next correct step. I was wondering if you could take a moment to talk to all of us a little bit about yourself and about your book and what it's about and who it's for.
I'm a software engineer with uh, several decades of experience, and this book basically finishes series of my attempt to transfer software development into engineering from art and craft to engineering.
Yeah, it's a really compelling series, and I love the kind of directness of your language and the way you explain things. For example, the book begins with an example of, like, let's say you set out to build a ticketing system, and the ticket, you give two examples of ticketing systems, like buying a ticket for an event, built totally different ways. And if that's possible, that means the domain didn't determine the architecture of the system.
Yeah, because usually we think in nouns. We think that domain defines how we should build the application, but it's not the case. In many cases, basically in all cases, we should build a system which fits our particular business. Even if it's the same domain, it might be different business. It might be small company which sells tickets in small town for local events, and it might be big company which sells tickets on events worldwide. Different, it's the same ticketing system, but different business and different scale, different requirements, different basically everything, and it defines how we should choose architecture.
And the series is completed now?
Well, there is one more book planned, but it's dedicated to new kind of deployment, let's say. I'm building, besides book, I'm building unified runtime, which basically it's layer between business logic and everything else. So you just have business logic deployed into unified runtime, and it handles everything: scaling, service location, everything. So you don't have to think how your application is deployed, how it scales. Everything is handled by runtime.
Fantastic.
Yeah, in some sense, it's something like Kubernetes, but at the other hand, it's more like Beam virtual machine for Elixir. So it's kind of mix of different approaches and technologies, but in general, it's built as layer between business logic and external world.
Fantastic. Really looking forward to it. I mean, all your books are so great. I should mention that Sergey currently has two other books on Leanpub as well, Java Backend Coding Technology and Process First Design. If you're interested in watching another video, we also did a launch video for Process First Design, Less Art, More Engineering a little while ago. But I was really excited to see this book come out. It's got really great examples as well as very direct and kind of theoretical language tied to practice in a very unique way. It's architecture synthesis, the next correct step. Thank you very much, Sergey, for taking some time to do this launch video with me today.
Thank you too.